I never stood beside you, I stood for you. I learned your name in quiet observation, loved you without permission or explanation. My heart stayed loyal in silent dedication, while yours belonged to another destination. Never asked for mutual declaration, I lived inside of hope, hesitation. You were my secret, my private elevation. I was just there in your direction. I stayed with love and didn't need releasing. I smiled so your happiness wouldn't decrease. All my wanting learned to freeze, just to keep your world at peace. I loved you alone. Yeah, I loved you alone. Every feeling full grown, but never shown. I loved you alone, like a truth overthrown. Every heartbeat my own. Still, I loved you alone. Every heartbeat my own. Still, I loved you alone. I watched you shine without holding the light. I memorized joy that was never my right. You laughed and my chest grew tight, because loving you felt wrong but right. I never crossed the invisible line. I read your silence like a warning sign. You slept in peace every night, while I stayed awake choosing what's right. I didn't fall, I just allowed my feeling, stayed unspoken, bowed. You never asked, I never vowed. I loved you quietly, not loud. I loved you alone. I loved you alone. Yeah, I loved you alone. Yeah, I loved you alone. Every feeling full grown, but never shown. I loved you alone. I loved you alone, like a truth overthrown. Every heartbeat my own. Still, I loved you alone. Say my name, you never did, but I felt it just the same. I carried us in ways you didn't claim. Loved you without needing blame. If loving means I lose the game, then losing you is worth the pain. I never asked you to be mine, I only asked my heart to stay humane. You were never mine, but you lived in every line, every dream redefined. I love you never find. I don't hate the sign, I respect the design. Some hearts only align on one side of time. On one side of time. Some hearts only align on one side of time. I didn't lose you, I just loved you alone.
I learned your name before I learned my own heart. I felt your echo in places torn apart. I stitched your absence into pieces on my skin, carried every maybe like a permanent sin. The nights kept asking me who I've been waiting for. I kept saying you till my voice hit the floor. I drank the silence dripping out of your eyes, built my faith on half-truths feel you, I welcome the flame. If loving you is breaking, let me break clean. I'd rather feel shattered than empty or mean. If hearts have a language, then mine always knew. Every beat was rehearsing the sound of you. I memorize the way you don't say enough, how your quiet breaks me harder than a rough. You smile like the damage never left a scar, but I saw your pain from where I are. I gave you the parts I was saving for later, my fear, my faith, my inner creator. You were the dream I was scared to believe, the only truth I refuse to leave. If loving you's a war, I won't win. I'll still fight barehanded again and again. I'd rather drown deep in your sea than breathe another life without me. I loved you where silence bleeds, where broken prayers fall to their knees. I held your shadow when you wouldn't stay, and still chose you at the end of every day. I loved you past my final breath, past fear, past pride, past almost death. If love is lost, then let it be true, because losing the world was worth loving you. I don't need heaven if it's not your voice. I don't need a fate if it denies my choice. I prayed for peace, but you were the war, and I'd still open every broken door. If time could rewind what we didn't say, I'd scream I love you in every way. Even if it ends in me standing alone, I'd still carve your name in my bones. I loved you where silence bleeds, where even God forgets our pleas. I held your shadow when you wouldn't stay, and still chose you at the end of every day. I loved you past my final breath, past fear, past pride, past almost death. If love is lost, then let it be true, because losing the world was worth loving you. If loving you is all I do, then I was born just to love you.
I lived inside a quiet hesitation, a heart rehearsing words without a destination. Then you arrived like gentle realization, turning doubt into deliberate dedication. Every pulse learned new pronunciation, every fear dissolved into translation. I wasn't lost, just paused in preparation, waiting for your name to feel like salvation. You touched my chaos into ease, taught my restless soul to breathe. All the noise fell on its knees when your truth said stay with me. I don't fall, I open more. Every wall becomes a door. Loving you is not before, it's the now I can't ignore. I don't ask, I don't implore, my forever finds its core. If this life is something more, it's because of you, for sure. I was shaped by silent fight, learning how to hold the night. Then your name all wrong as right, turn my shadow into sight. Every scar released its bite, every doubt lost all its might. I don't survive, I
beautiful vow. I don't fall, I open more. Every breath becomes encore. What I am was never poor. You reveal my hidden core. If I shake, it's not from fear. It's the real becoming clear. All my silence learns to roar. And my heart says this is more.
Say my name the way you do, like it's something breaking through. I was fire without a flame, until your feeling called me true. I don't need to be the same, I don't need a perfect frame. If I burn your name, and it never feels like pain. I am yours and you are mine, not by fate, by design. Every second redefines what it means to cross a line.
If the world should realign, I would still choose every time. Not because you're hard to find, but because you feel like mine.
I don't lose myself in you.
I finally begin.
I loved you in the pauses where the world refused to slow. In crowded rooms I carried words I never got to show. My smile learned survival, stitched from nights I couldn't sleep. I gave you all my daylight, kept my breaking parts to keep.
I walked with empty pockets, full of reasons not to cry. You never saw the battles burning softly in my eyes.
I didn't ask for saving, I just hoped you'd stay. I wore my pain like armor so you never look away.
I loved you quietly, I broke in silence too. I stayed when it was heavy, I stayed when I was loose. You held my hand in daylight, but not my falling truth. I loved you quietly, I loved you more than you knew. Ooh, I loved you quietly, I loved you more than you knew. I failed in all the ways they never write in songs. Dreams slipped through my fingers while I still pretended strong. I learned how to be useful, never learned how to be seen. I cleaned the shattered mirrors so you loved the in-between.
Your laughter was my shelter on the days I felt erased. I hid my empty future behind a steady face.
I never blamed your leaving or the love you couldn't choose. Some hearts are born to give it all, some hearts are born to lose.
I loved you quietly, I broke in silence too. I stayed when it was heavy, I stayed when I was loose. You held my hand in daylight, but not my falling truth. I loved you quietly, I loved you more than you knew. If love were fair, I'd be the one you call at night. If hope were honest, it wouldn't be mid-fight. I'm not a victim, I just learned to bend. Some stories don't get closure, they just quietly end.
Still, if you ever wonder who believed when you fell, it was me, loving you, saying nothing, doing well.
I loved you quietly, I broke in silence too. I stayed when it was heavy, I stayed when I was loose. You held my hand in daylight, but not my falling truth. I loved you quietly, I loved you more than you knew. Now I walk alone, but I walk aware. Some loves aren't returned, they're lessons we wear. If peace has a shape that looks like letting go, I loved you quietly, and now you'll never know.
I loved you quietly, I loved you more than you knew. I held your name like sunrise, searching for the light. I learned your silence like a secret, owning the long night. I traced your laughter on my palm and kept that holy sight. I dreamed of us on empty roads and dared the sudden flight. If every bruise could bloom to meaning, I would keep the art and stitch the hollow spaces where your letter met my heart. Stay with me and let our slow stars fix the heart. Stay with me and keep my scattered pieces from falling apart. And let the quiet teach us how to start. I wrote your shadow on my shore and learned to love the shore. I found my echo filling rooms when emptiness became more. I kept your promises like embers from before. I folded all my guarded maps so I could simply adore. If every doubt could turn to river, I would cross its chart and bring my trembling compass to the open of your heart. Stay with me and let our slow stars fix the heart. Stay with me and keep my scattered pieces from falling apart. And let the quiet teach us how to start. Reach and hold the tremor where my secrets still are cold. I will warm the winter where your small fears have been told. Count the coins of courage turning into something gold. We will empty every pocket and together we'll unfold. Fly with me and let our slow stars fix the heart. Stay with me and keep my scattered pieces from falling apart. And let the quiet teach us how to start. Two echoes meet, two maps align. The world is made of heart.
I was never lost on the road, I was lost inside. Every step felt heavy till you looked at me, and the night learned how to shine. I was walking through a cold unknown, heavy steps on broken stone. Every crowd still felt alone, every heart felt overgrown. I chased a fire I'd never owned, built my walls like skin and bone. Every prayer stayed unanswered, every dream just overthrown. Then your voice cut through the night, soft as truth, sharp as light. One slow breath, one still sighed, and the dark gave up the fight. I'm home in your eyes, I'm alive, you're the light. When I'm blind, you're the guide of my life. Every fear falls behind, every wrong feels right. I was lost all my life, now I'm home in your eyes. Yeah, I'm home, not alone. I'm alive, I'm alive. You touched the places filled with fear, said the words I couldn't hear. Every scar I tried to clear, you held close, you held near. I don't shake when you are here, I don't drown inside my tears. What was broken disappeared when you whispered I'm right here. You didn't rush, you didn't try, didn't save me, stood by my side. In your calm I realized love was never meant to hide. I'm home in your eyes, I believe this is me. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. I was tired of pretending strong, of surviving just to move along. Every night felt twice as long, every ride felt wrong. I learned silence, learned delay, learned to push my hope away. Then you stayed, no words to say, and that changed me. If the world asked me to run, if the past says you're not enough, I won't move, I won't give up. If the sky breaks into storm, if the night feels too long, if the fire starts to warm, I'll be standing strong. Miles can pull, time can test, worlds can try to divide, but my heart knows only this: I'm yours for life. Say it slow, say it twice. I was never home till your eyes. I'm home in your eyes, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. When I'm blind, you're the guide of my life. Every fear falls behind, every wrong feels right. I was lost all my life, now I'm home in your eyes. That I'm home, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. I'm home in your eyes. Through the dark, through the fire. If forever has a sign, it's the truth in your eyes. When the world fades away, when there's nothing to hide, I will stay, I will stay. I'm home in your eyes, I'm yours. I found my fire, I found my peace. I was lost all my life, now I'm home.
I traced the path by moonlight. Your name became my starlight. I held a hush, a twilight. I reached for you by candlelight. Softly I confess I'm unclear. Still every breath calls you near. You are the pulse inside my heart. With you the world gets a new start. I won't let our colors fall apart. You are the reason I call this art.
I felt your shadow turn to echo. Your laughter wrapped me like a glow. I learned to follow gentle flow. I gave my silent soul its full beat.
When storms arrive, I still believe. Your hand is where I find my ease. You are the pulse inside my heart. With you the world gets a new start. I won't let our colors fall apart. You are the reason I call this art.
Two distant roads begin to mend.
Old fears dissolve as we blend. I send you every quiet send. Our promise rises. It will transcend. You are the pulse inside my heart. With you the world gets a new start. No map can hold the way we're not apart. You are the reason I call this art. I keep your light inside my soul. You keep my story safe and whole. I walk through empty streets of quiet, hand in hand with night. Cold on my shoulders, footsteps lost without a light. Rooms of silence kept the shape of all the things I'd hide. A hollow map of maybe where nothing felt like mine. I learned to read the shadows, took my comfort from the gray. Counted all the broken mornings, watched the color fade away. Every small goodbye had taught me how to drift and roam, till I came to you, and finally I found my way back home. Then you arrived like summer through a winter's closed up door. A gentle voice, a softer star, a warmth I'd never known before. A single word, a quiet hand, the dark just stepped aside. And in that one small miracle, I felt my heart come alive. You are my light when the world is gray. You lit me through the night. frightened parts of me. Your words fold like a blanket, give the parts I hide some peace. Without a plan it scars, your laughter grows the green. You pull me from the shallow and teach my heart to dream. You trace the old confessions and make every fear feel small. Your voice rewrites the winter and turns to something warm and whole. I trade my guarded silence for the comfort of your name. And what I thought was lost becomes a love that stays the same. A breath, a look, the world made sense. The edges fell away. A quiet hand that stayed with mine and turned my night to day. You are my light when the world is gray. You lead me through the night. You are my guide when I lose my way. You make the wrong feel right. In your arms I find the fire. In your eyes I am alive. Safe harbor, stay with me forever. Keep me close, keep me alive. On every storm rolling, we'll hold our names against the wind. Let distance test the roads, we'll map the miles with promises we've pinned. If nights grow cold and weary and the sky forgets its stars, I'll keep your voice inside me. It will carry me through far. No tide will take what's ours away. No shadow change the truth. I'll be the anchor for your dreams. You'll be the home I choose. Through thunder, through the silence, through whatever comes and goes, we'll stand the world together, stronger than we know. You are my light when the world is gray. You lead me through the night. You are my guide when I lose my way. You make the wrong feel right. In your arms I find the fire. In your eyes I am alive. Safe harbor, stay with me forever. Keep me close, keep me alive. I am yours, I'm finally home. This truth I'll quietly confess. You are the calm that held my storm, the gentle in my rest. Stay near, breathe slow, hear my restless heart can lie. Safe harbor, take me in, I'm yours, and you're my light. I'm yours and you're my light. I was smiling through the night, fighting wars out of sight. Every hope I tried to fight, lost the right. I wore strength just to survive, kept my truth buried inside. I was done asking why, till your eyes. You didn't fix my broken parts, you just stood inside the door. You lit the dark in me, set my heartbeat free. I'm alive finally. You're the light I see when I can't believe I was lost endlessly, till you lit the dark in me. Oh, lift the light, lift the light. changed everything. And let the dark in me set my heartbeat free. I'm alive, finally. You're the light I see when I can't believe I was lost endlessly. If the world turns me to stone, if I'm shaking on my own, I remember what I know, I'm not alone. Through the fire, through the fall, I'll still answer when you call. I'm yours. You lit the dark in me.
I searched the whole world through noise and delay. I didn't find answers, I found you. And I stayed, I was living in delay, letting real love pass away. Every word I couldn't say stayed. I thought hearts were made to break, thought forever was fake. I was wrong in every way, till you stayed. You didn't need to change my name, didn't ask me to explain. You saw the mess, you stayed the same and loved me anyway. This is where I stay, in your love, in your space. I'm alive in this place. You're my night, you're my day, my forever, my safe. I won't run away. This is where I stay. Here I stay. I'm home, I'm yours. No more fear, I'm sure. You don't love me halfway, you don't love me afraid. Every doubt melts away when you say my name. I don't hide, I don't break, I don't numb every ache. With your hand holding mine, I'm safe. You didn't promise perfect days, you just promised you'd stay. In a world that fades away, that means everything. Every smile found this place before your face. You don't fix me, don't replace. You don't rush what I became. You let love take its pace, and that changed me. Oh, if the world asks me to leave, if the past pulls at my sleeve, I won't move, I won't leave. If the road pulls us apart, if the night tests my heart, I'll still guard what we are from the start. Even silence, even scars, even miles, even dark, I will stay where you are. This heart's yours. Say it slow, say my name. I was never meant to roam, I was meant to stay. This is where I stay, in your love, in your space. I'm alive in this place. You're my night, you're my day, my forever, my safe. I won't run away. This is where I stay. This is where I stay. no more delay. I searched the whole world, and this is where I stay.